Yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Shoot. 80 weapon. Alert 3. Safe. 25. Check 25.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 8, read. Danny. Strong right. Hey, exit. 3 down. 31's the mic. Get ready. 31's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Cut it. 55. Hey, eat. So don't say nothing. Go. 55's mark.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. I got you. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Cut. Zoom.
They'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Hey, I got him. He's mine.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Showing up. Chance. Kill.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 57. Not today, you are. Not today.
Five.
From the 17, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the pass. Check three.
Spot it.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Watch 57. Watch time. Tight end right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Hey, seam 6.
57. Mike 57.
Watch the slants.
57 to Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
Ready.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, you got 3 down. Shift. Check 9. Check 50. Kill.
Go.
31's the Mike. Check.
Now.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Ready.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Derrick Henry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check, 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 check. Mike, check, check. 59, 59. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Big grip.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Check, 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 check. Switch.
Hey, Haywood.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Let's go. Go to base. Here we go.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go again. He's checking. Crash. Big Ed.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 46 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Under 10.
The Titans first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Hey, Orbit.
57 to Mike.
On first down, Tannehill into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Not here.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Back to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And an alley to run. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Check 4. Check 4. Switch it. Switch it.
Go. Ready?
From the gun, here's Tannehill. A man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Bravo.
57. Mike 57. Let's go. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check your hot read.
Now.
Tannehill now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Johnny Smith. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Watch it go.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Come on, fellas.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Topper, Topper. Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a good Gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wahoo!
Mike 57. You don't want none of it. Pick up the ball. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining. Yo. Check the call.
Mike 55.
Mike 55. Hey, you gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Hatchet.
2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Check 55, Mike.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Mike 55.
So we got man. Hey, check Mike. Watch your divide.
Yeah.
Give me that ball, defense.
That's it.
Give me that ball, defense.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
59 Mike. Check.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man. It's Eifert. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Second and 13. It's caught. Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Watch the curl. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Bring it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to second and goal. That's the 2-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Darqueze Dennard there to make the tackle.
Brings up second and 5. At the
15 line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You can't block me. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Jim. Check.
Hey, zoom.
Twins. Watch twins.
5.
From the 24, Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Alert three. Save.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Ready.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Complete. This is Lewis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, exit.
57.
Now.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To throw once more on second and 10. Tannehill. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Titans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Rabbit. Mike's 59.
Big grip.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Mike, check. 59.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready up.
Hey, watch the slant.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Mixon with it. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to it, and now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
15, Mike, 15. Double dog, that's the way.
Go.
Check, motion out of the backfield.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, rock it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Mike 50. Coming to you.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll They'll get this one complete to Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Tighten up. Wide. Get wide. Check three. Sponge. No.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Slam. Watch the safety creep.
Now.
Tannehill throwing again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
I'm here all day. Mike's 59.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And the catch good. It's Eifert. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
90 Wolf. Hey, Wahoo!
I smell fear in that offense.
Steve Griffin.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Lewis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
60 or.
One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.